Well, it doesn't matter what the records are or what sport they're playing. There's nothing like the atmosphere of a Crosstown matchup in Great Falls. And tonight at Memorial Stadium, there was a lot more at stake than just bragging rights. CMR needed a win to have any shot at the playoffs. Walker Furta suited up for Great Falls High. Andrew Grindy out for CMR. Two-star tailbacks there. They didn't need him, though. Russell's first possession of the game. Lane Jensen to Carl Tucker the second. That catch is incredible. We'll take another look at it. One hand and going Odell Beckham Jr. there a few plays later. It's Jensen to Tucker once again on the board first. CMR 7-0. Less than 3 minutes left in the first. Caden Sukit finds Cody Torgerson. Great Falls High settles for a field goal on that drive. So it's 14-3. Moving on to the second. Trevor Pepin is Andrew Grindy's backup. And, well, he's not a bad option himself. If you take a look at this touchdown, he'll head upfield nonetheless. Yeah, here's Caden Sukit airing it out. Max Sitzman on the other end of that one. Great Falls High on the board. Make it 21-10 at that point. With the Rustlers kicking in the high gear, there's Pepin into his second touchdown of the night. CMR up 27-10. How about Dylan Sandifer, the big boot? 46 yards on the field goal, 30-10 CMR. The Rustlers aren't done. Xavier Pace blocks the punt. On the very next play, it's Lane Jensen pulling it on the acrobatics. Flips into the end zone after getting upended. Rustlers win this one 58-31. They're bound for the playoffs. Brenna Green was on the field.
Tom, at a windy night at Memorial Stadium, everything seemed to blow CMR's direction. And because of that, they're now going to the playoffs.
The feeling's just incredible. Last game in this stadium, we couldn't have asked for a better game. It was exactly how we pictured it, exactly how we practiced. Went out there and we got it done. We got it done.
Got another chance. If we play together and play hard, can't ask for anything more, so it feels good. We've been working hard, just haven't been getting the results. Just little things here and there. We fix it all up tonight, and this is what you get when you play well.
Now CMR will travel to #1 seed Bozeman next week. The Rustlers are the 8th seed. They will be looking to pull off a major upset, but anything seems possible for the Rustlers right now after putting together their first complete game in weeks. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Brenna. Meanwhile, a hell of a win at Billings West would secure a home playoff game next Friday. Ryan Arnson takes the punt for the Bengals here, weaves his way through the Bears defense, takes this one all the way down to the 10-yard line, and that would set up this. Just 2 plays later, Jackson Tennis back to pass, can't find anyone, so takes it in himself, up the middle and in. Helena up 14-7 with the Bears defense stands strong on the next possession. Jackson looking, but is swallowed up by Braden Deming for the sack. That gave West the ball back. Bryson Deming with the throw through the hands of Casey Gersanti and into the hands of Matt Rispitz. He takes this one the other way for the pick six. Bengals led 21-7 at the half. They go on to win it 27-14 and lock up the 4th seed in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Capital hosting Butte in their season finale. Capital 7-2 in the season. Butte 1-8 early in the first half here. Carter Pappas finds Will Hunthausen for that first touchdown of the game. Make it 7-0 Bruins. How about Trevor Larson? Heck of a year on defense for this senior, snagging this one out of the air, intended for Kylie Caprera. Caprera would get another chance here, though, with a 35-yard reception for the Bulldogs. That would lead to another Butte field goal. We'll jump to the second quarter. Butte senior Justin Best would take down Pappas late in the second half. Pappas connects with Hunthausen again. Here's Pappas going down. Butte taking him down. Hunthausen would connect with Pappas yet again with this reception. It's Hunthausen breaking the school reception record, 64 on the year. Not a bad night for the Bruins. The Bruins going to finish this one off 31-6 to lock up the 3rd seed. Our Susie Milano is down on the sidelines.
Easy win for Capital, but tonight's story goes out to Will Hunthausen for with his 64th reception, he officially broke the Bruin record.
Well, no, that's a big record for Will Hunthausen. There's been a lot of good football players to play here. He's well deserved. He's a good kid. Nobody deserves it but Will.
It's really good. Just knowing how many good receivers have come through this school. And last year, Sean Mulcahy, I think he had that record. But it just feels really good.
Well, that concludes regular season play for the Bruins, but playoffs are just around the corner. Reporting in Helena, Susie Milano, MTN Sports.
Thank you, Susie. We'll take a trip around the AA. The big one, of course, Flathead beating Sentinel. That allowed CMR to sneak into the playoffs. Bozeman locking up the #1 seed, 27-0 over Skyview. And, of course, senior already clinched that number 2 seed. Hellgate forced to forfeit